Whether maths was your most dreaded subject or not, it would seem we can all agree on the time. It turns out a simple question aimed at kids can spark a heated debate between adults. The premise is simple enough. The question asks, what is the closest time to midnight? The maths question served as a riddle to many when it became viral on social media earlier this year. Attracting over 400 replies, social media users gathered in the comments to debate their conflicting answers. Shared by @UoddmentWheat on X, formerly Twitter, the problem asks, what is the closest time to midnight? A. 11:55 a.m. B. 12:06 a.m. C. 11:50 a.m. D. 12:03 a.m. The answer may seem straightforward, but that depends on how you interpret the question. Some were certain that 11:55 a.m. is the correct answer, with one answer explaining, would have to be A. Time cannot go in reverse, so the fact that B and D are after midnight, they couldn't be the answer. Another said, A is the answer because it's 5 minutes away from midnight. 12:03 a.m. is 23 hours and 57 minutes away from midnight. This position was questioned by others, including one commenter who pointed out the practical implications. Y'all getting me FG mad now? If you call an airline and ask for the closest flight to midnight possible and they put you 11:55 a.m. instead of a few minutes past midnight, you would be frigging furious. Math is supposed to be practical. However, others were adamant that the right answer is D. 12:03 a.m., with one commenter writing, the answer is D. If midnight is 12 a.m. then 12:03 a.m. is the closest time to midnight. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages. A second wrote, clearly a lot of children have been left behind. The answer is D. To just means closest to the time itself, not insinuating that it's necessarily before midnight. So to settle the debate once and for all, the correct answer turns out to be D. 12:03 a.m. is just 3 minutes past midnight, while 11:55 a.m. is 12 hours and 5 minutes before midnight. Meanwhile, 12:06 a.m. is 6 minutes past and 11:50 a.m. is 12 hours and 10 minutes earlier than midnight. However, many were baffled by the wording of the question, specifically the word to, as it was interpreted differently. One person wrote, I can understand the argument of some to say 11:55 a.m. could be the answer due to the fact that the operative word, which is to, is used, but the obvious answer is 12:03 a.m. Very simple but tricky due to the wording. While a second explained further, besides D being the answer, if we're being technical and using to, as in before, so closest time before midnight, 12 a.m., it would be A. 11:55 a.m. If it's generally, what's the closest time next to midnight, then it would be 12:03 a.m. Don't miss the latest news from around Scotland and beyond. Sign up to our daily newsletter.